Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video on the channel. This one will be slightly different, as we are going to be starting out our adventure in the Big Chad Guys Plus mod pack. The goal of today's video is just to get a start in this world, because, you know, what else? How else can we start it than punching a tree? And once we have done that, we are gonna pick what starter we will have for this adventure. I do already know which starter I want to pick, but the mod does have the option of any of the game's starters, all the way up till the newest Sword and Shield one. Alright. So now that this tree has been mined, and we've got all of the wood, all of the saplings and everything, we can pick our starter, where, as you can see, from the original 3 all the way up to the Scarlet and Violet ones. Now, the one I am actually going to pick, the starter I'm going to go with, is actually going to be Sprigatito. I can out so you can see there. Now, the reason I've chosen Sprigatito is mainly because I've been watching a lot of Pokemon Horizons, which is the new installment of the Pokemon anime. A little bias from that, but yeah. It looks like we have our Cobblemon, which is just the Pokedex. And that has everything all the way up until the one that we actually have in our decks being Sprigatito here. But all the rest, obviously, we'll need to catch, find, and gather information on. We also have the Pokepedia, which will let us know everything about the Cobblemon mod itself. And, oh, I'm not actually sure what this one is. The guide to all the new items, blocks, and features added in the Mega Mons mod. Alright, so I think this adds Mega Evolution for Cobblemon, which is really cool. But this is enough standing around. It's time to actually start this server. World, not server. It's only me here. And to get started, we did first making a crafting table, and then using the wood we gathered earlier, make a base wooden pickaxe and axe, while chopping down more trees and looking for a place to start. I like how many Pokemon are just kind of sat around in the biomes. It makes the world feel a lot more populated than normal Minecraft. And I believe that this mod also has non-Pokemon mobs also added. I don't know for sure which ones, but I think it does. And actually, I'm gonna turn around from the desert, because considering this mod pack is themed around Stardew Valley and Pokemon, the desert is not my first thought of where to be in to begin that. Now, I did forget to capture the audio for these next few scenes, so I am going to just do a voiceover. But basically, we got in a fight with another Pokemon, ended up winning, which is always good, leveling up our Sprigatito ever so slightly. And we then found a tower as it began to become night, with a Gimmighoul in it that we could not defeat because it was much higher level. So we actually ran away into the night, finding a village where we did what every good Minecraft player does, and stole everything from them. We then, got a waystone in case we need to come back and terrorize them, and then I crafted a boat to hopefully get out of the desert, because I did not want to build there. And because it is more likely to get us out of the desert, we're gonna sail off into the ocean. You can already see Magikarp on the minimap. And there's one actually there. Oh god. I don't know what is attacking me. But it is definitely something. This newfound freedom on the sea didn't last long, however, as eventually I found land again and it was desert. Back to walking, I guess. Yeah, now I have a higher vantage point of the entire area. I can still confirm we're nowhere near close to a actual livable land. But we continue moving, I guess. Now I did keep on walking, but I'm gonna cut that and just show you guys the interesting parts and cool things that happened while looking for this location. That forest there, however, might be definitely a location to check out. But we have traveled this far, so... Oh, there's a Snorlax! Oh, I love Snorlax. Oh my god. Level 38? Okay, we're gonna have to level up to get them. I absolutely want to... I'm just going to call this Snorlax. You know... Because genuinely... Snorlax honestly has grounds for being one of the best Pokemon. I wouldn't say they're necessarily... They're not my favourite. My favorite is Lucario, for anyone wondering. We are absolutely gonna have to try and find a Riolu, or just a straight up a Lucario to add to the team. And that is an iron pickaxe. That is a very nice upgrade. There is a third one there, but I will only take these two because of what we can carry. I think that Snorlax is definitely a sign that our actual base might be nearby, or where we want to base might be nearby. I really feel like a birch forest is calling to us. It's just I haven't found the right location yet. However, there is another tower, which might have some useful loot in. Oh my god! Okay. Fair play, Ghastly. You know what? You got me. God, I did not expect to get scared in the cozy Minecraft mod pack. Oh, but we don't have 20 balls there. Close quarters? Oh! I'm just scaring myself now. What is that? Oh, open 25 chests. Alrighty. I I actually really like this tower. Nice little view out on the ocean. I love the horizons. I love the horizon designs for the sunset and sunrise. They look so beautiful. Alrighty. What level is this ghastly? Level 14? Okay. Because I really do want to start leveling up our Sprigatito, but oh god. I really want to start leveling up our Sprigatito, but currently everything's a little too high level for them, I think. And I'd really want to start it when we have Pokeballs. So we can actually catch them and weaken them, instead of just having to kill them. There's another gaming ghoul. Oh? Never mind. There is a relic. I don't know what these do. Can I wear the cloak? No. There is a shiny stone. Can we feed the candy to Sprigatito? That is my question. Can I not? Yes. Okay. And there was also EXP candy. And it has now learned Magical Leaf. Is this cheating? It's now on Quick Attack, and it is... Sprigatito seems ready to evolve. No, I'm not allowing it. Nuh-uh. I really like Sprigatito, and I think we're going to keep it at its base evolution for now. And we are somehow in the jungle. Okay. Please. Please don't. My only hope is this doesn't become desert again. But that does look like normal wood. Normal forest. And finally, I find a spot that might just work for the base. And you know what? I think we might have found our house. Or soon to be house. We don't have it yet. Oh, that is sick. Or Sky Islands? I love that waterfall effect. So this definitely seems like the right kind of track. Speaking of very cool, I think this is the perfect backdrop to build our house in. So, I'm just gonna get rid of some of this tall grass. Place down a bed, crafting table, and finally make a chest. And yeah. Guess it's time to get building. I know I just said we'd start building, but that was kind of a lie. First I actually had to gather materials, so I decided to go mining. I wasn't looking for anything like diamonds yet. I wanted to take the series kind of slower. but I did need stuff like copper so I could let it make Pokeballs. So we can actually catch some of the Pokemon we find instead of just leaving them. I also gathered granite and just some other general materials that I might need for this build or future builds. And then managed to leave the cave relatively fine, although we did almost run into a near-death experience with an Enderman. Then I went looking for some spruce. This was just to use in the build because I did have an idea at this point. But unfortunately, we did suffer our first death at the hands of a skeleton. Thankfully, this wasn't hardcore, so we're fine in the end, and I just went back and got my stuff. One thing that was not fine, however, was on my way back from getting my stuff, I ran into a rather rare Pokemon called Raging Bolt that did kill us because I did hit it with a sword, but that's irrelevant. But obviously I didn't have any Pokeballs at this point, so didn't catch it. And only while editing this video did I look up how rare Raging Bolt was to spawn. And according to reliable source of the internet, Reddit, yeah, it's very rare, so maybe I should have caught that one. Just my luck. We've finally gathered enough materials, and it's time to start building. One little side note before I show you the final build, I did actually find a shiny Pokemon, which is really cool. I wasn't recording audio, sadly, so there's not much I can really say without it, but really cool for episode 1, and time to show you guys the build. And as you can see, the mainly finished house is behind me for the first build of this Let's Play. There are a couple of things I still want to add to the house. It's not fully done, but it's in a close enough state. This is the first time I've actually built using like the moss style roof idea, which I've seen on like Pinterest and stuff quite a few times. But I really wanted to try it and make like a nice cottage, just out in the forest. And I'm gonna expand and build like a farm out here at some point. But that'll be in another episode. We'll just go around. Obviously got the vines. I added the shovel and then like the dug up dirt. I don't know why. I just felt like adding it. But it just adds some detail. But there's no like story behind that or anything. There's nothing on the back wall, and then we have our... But the real part of the house, the part that I really like, is on the inside. Because I love doing interiors in Minecraft. So I spent probably double the amount of time on the interior. Where I mainly prioritized getting just like a nice cozy feel with lots of storage potential. I want to live out of this house for as long as possible, so I really wanted to make sure that it actually has enough storage. So obviously we've got the cabinet and everything, we've got crafting table. Up here I have done a little bit of organizing with Pokeball ingredients, because we're gonna need them. I've barely caught any Pokemon this episode, and I absolutely want to change that for the next one and have more of a focus on that. But this is the kitchen. There's not a whole lot, but this is also... Obviously, I think we do have Farmer's Delight in the pack, but the main reason for this kitchen is really like a utility room. So we have our, we have our furnaces, we have our crafting table, we've got storage, and everything we might need going forward for the early game. But upstairs is a lot more just decorative. Obviously we have our bed and a light. This painting, I wanted to have like evidence of the fireplace still. So I built it up here and just put this painting to make it look kind of nicer. I've got this hat stand from the, I think it's Simple Hats mod. I really like it and the mod, but right now we just have Shrek ears until we find like a really good one from the hat bags. And then just some bookshelves to make it look nice, and a nice typewriter. So we can sit here, look out onto the forest, and write up some stuff. That is about it for the house so far. I think it's a really cozy build. I do need to do all of my organization still, but I want to get this video out as soon as possible. So after finishing the build, I've kind of hopped on and done this little tour. But everything else will be in the next episode, and we will continue this journey and expanding outside next episode. As you can see, there's also, evidence of our storage that needs to be sorted. But like I said, that'll all be done next video. Thank you all for watching this video. It genuinely means a lot. Stick around on the channel, make sure to like and subscribe, because we will be doing more videos like this and continuing this series. But yeah, if you want to see other worlds I'm on, other projects I'm doing, I do stream most nights on Twitch, so you can catch me live there, where I might even be playing this world. But until the next time, I've been Basic Existence. Thank you for watching.